Live. We are recording. Guys, welcome. I want to let you guys in on what's going down with maximum leverage shutting its doors. And from the partner perspective, some of the cool stuff that we can do. So let me just make sure that you guys here in the group are getting in the group. Let me refresh real quick. Cool. All right. Good, good, good. So if you can't get in, I mean, if I don't come back and let you in a couple of minutes, right now, I'll let you in a couple of minutes. But so basically, here's the deal, guys. Let me get right into it. It is Sunday night, and I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me for a couple of minutes and for me to share this stuff. We have not done anything big in the way of a promotion with our partners or launch or anything like that in a long time. And this is going to be an opportunity for us to do something in that regard that I think will be very lucrative for everyone. Now, we are closing down maximum leverage. We're shutting the doors. What that means is that folks that are current members are clearly going to remain, their access, their privileges are going to remain active. For people that are not members, after I after I explain what we're going to do, after the process goes down, we're just going to shut the doors, and maximum leverage will not be available to people to join anymore. The reason that I'm doing this in the short term, and tomorrow night's webinar, I'm going to go into this story a lot more in depth, is just in line with our whole maximum leverage philosophy. If you guys have been members or you've heard me teach, one of the things that I really try to make sure that I say very clearly, and I try to hopefully be an example to in terms of business and creating success online, is the first point of leverage is focus. And so we have, over the last year or so, had a few different things going on in our business. We've had our advertising agency becoming a bigger and more important component within the industry, and I'm really excited about what that's doing and what we're growing over there. We've got our maximum leverage inner circle group, and I've also been on the road speaking, and one of the coolest things to me in terms of what I've been doing on the road, going to Scotland and London and Singapore and Malaysia and San Diego, and it is all these different events have been me supporting maximum leverage students. So it's just awesome to go to Matt Lloyd's event and see his crowd of 100 people in the room and be able to share my story and remember back that, a little bit more than a year ago, he was in, he just kind of gotten started. It's awesome to go to Singapore and see my good friend Jazz, who we've been working together since 2005, just absolutely being just the best workshop. I don't even know what the right terminology is, but being a true professional and just in the best workshop putter on, or whatever that word is, that I've ever seen. And just being able to go there and learn from him and support and teach. And same thing in the UK, hang out with Jay and Rachel McGregor and helping them support their groups and remembering back to where they were a few years ago. It's just been an awesome ride. And so what I've noticed is a couple of things. What I really want to do from a personal focus when it comes to training people is I want to do it live. So that shifts the importance from having a membership site and just putting people in there, in my mind, in terms of how it can influence people the most. So in the future, that's what I'll be doing more of is teaching people live in a room, because I think that's where I have the most impact, and I can do the best for people from the training side. But in the short term, our advertising agency, and making sure that we're able to not just support the industry in terms of its traffic needs, but also grow the traffic that's available in the industry with our List Publisher Profits program and some of the other things that we're doing. It's a huge focus for us right now, and you can't juggle a bunch of different things and be really, really good at all of them. We've done an okay job, but I think at this point, something has to go. And so the last couple of weeks, I've really been thinking about it. I thought about it a lot while I was on the honeymoon, and maximum leverage and bringing people and training people online in that regard is what needs to go. So it's not going anywhere, but us growing it and doing a lot of live trainings online in that capacity probably won't be happening much anymore because of what we have to do. So we're really going to be focusing in terms of what we're doing on our traffic, on our advertising agency, and growing traffic and being available to serve people and make traffic available to good businesses out there. And then in 2013, coming back and doing training in terms of live workshops and helping people one-on-one and seeing how they think and, being a real coach in a real live capacity. And so it's just an evolution. I wasn't married a couple weeks ago or maybe 7 weeks ago. Now I am. So I'm in a new phase of life. So is this business. What we're doing is changing to a new phase. So long and short here. And let me see. Let me refresh here real quick for you guys. I'm going to get to the fun stuff now. Just to give you guys a little bit of perspective. What I mean by when I say we're closing maximum leverage, we're closing it. It's not some weird gimmick or trick. We are closing it down. We have to focus elsewhere. So, but we want to do it with a bang. So give me a second. There we go. So we got everyone in here. So what we're going to do is something that we haven't done in over a year. Once a year or so, what we've done in the past is we've done a case study contest. And when we do that contest, it's a ton of fun, incredibly valuable to everybody who participates. And basically what we do in that process is we say, hey, maximum leverage is all about transparency. And I, every day, open my business and just share exactly what's working with you. And it's just amazing to see all the success stories. Well, here's your chance to share. Over the next week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be holding a contest. I want you to share with the whole community your biggest breakthrough. Because I can see some of the breakthroughs that are out there, but I can't see them all, and I want to see them all. If we're going to close maximum leverage, let's do it right. Let's everyone participate and share your biggest breakthrough. Now, when we do this, we've also got this training inside of maximum leverage, guys, so you can see how this process works. And that's always everything's in maximum leverage. It's like a library. What happens is we always couch it in the fact that we're going to open a window for people to enroll annually into maximum leverage. Well, this is the last time that's ever going to happen, right? So we're not going to do an annual joining of maximum leverage. We're going to, at the end of this testimonial contest, do a lifetime access to maximum leverage sale period. And the price will be $997 for lifetime access, the ability, all sorts of cool stuff. But what we're also going to do during that period is everyone who upgrades or joins maximum leverage and becomes a lifetime member is we're also going to throw one farewell maximum leverage live event. And everyone that becomes a member is getting a free ticket to that event. I haven't decided where that event will be yet. It'll probably be in January. There's too much stuff going on. We're hitting this holiday period, but everyone will be invited to this send off maximum leverage event. And what I really want to do with that event, guys, is have all of our success stories, all of our students, whether it's, Big Mark, Toby and Layla, or Lawrence Tam, or John, or Matt, or Jazz, or Anchor, or Matthias from just so many different great people. Have those who want to come to this event, give everyone an hour to share on stage their own maximum leverage, life-changing business. What's really been the biggest thing that's changed their life in terms of this marketing stuff and maximum leverage. So I really want it to be a huge community thing. So when people enroll for their lifetime access to maximum leverage, they're not just going to get access to the site. They're going to get a free ticket to this once in a lifetime event, the closeout event. And I think that couched Whenever we do this testimonial contest and we open up the window for people to enroll in Maximum Leverage, first off, we've never made it a partner affair. There's so much social proof that comes from that process. Of course, with the contest, there's people that win cool prizes. So people are gunning to share their best stuff. There's just so much value. If you can imagine 50, last time I think we had 50 or 60 people contribute. If you can imagine 50 or 60 real time, real value case studies and testimonials coming your way about one thing, the social proof is just overwhelming. And so what I want to do and what I want to get you guys involved in is taking that to the next level. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first off, in a few minutes, give you guys the email, an email to invite people to tomorrow's event. Let me see if I can pull up my statistics here from GoToMeeting. I have so many windows open right now. I've literally only sent one email, guys. One email to get people the opportunity to join me tomorrow. And we're like, well, I guess two, because a couple minutes ago I sent the second one. But up until that second one that I sent a couple minutes ago, we had about 905 people that had already registered for tomorrow. So I can feel that this is going to be a big thing. And I want all you guys involved so that, everyone shares in the wealth. You can see right here, we've got about 967 people. If we can pack this out, just make it this huge start off event in terms of me sharing why we're going out of business, the longer version of what I just shared with everyone here. And I explain the contest and I explain what's going to happen after. What I think will happen is we'll have an amazing, just an overwhelming number of case studies and success stories coming from people on that live event. Normally, I just send an email out that'll say, we're running this testimonial contest. Here's how it works. And if you want to enter, here's how you enter. Here's how you win. And here's what you win. But to do that live, couched inside of the real story with a large max capacity group of people on a webinar, I think would just be a magical thing to do. And as a result, what will happen at the end of that contest is just an overwhelming amount of social proof coming in from all over the place. So for you guys as partners, during this phase, today, after we get off, I'm going to send you an email that you can send out to folks that will cookie people for you to the live event that I'm going to hold tomorrow night, this one right here. Okay. Once the contest begins, what I think will be the best way for you to monetize, and I'll get to money in just a minute, monetize this is to play all out yourself. So if there's one thing that was your biggest breakthrough that you had from being a partner with Maximum Leverage or a member of Maximum Leverage, heck, it could even be something that I gave out for free, but just something that was business worthy. If you participate and you create your own success story and share that video with your crowd, now that's the most authentic and transparent thing that we can do in this process. And a large group of people doing that together creates a huge force of impact if you can start to visualize and just imagine what this will be like. And so playing all out and sharing your own success stories is what I want you guys to do. Here's how it'll work. As people start to share success stories, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask people to upload that video to YouTube, then put that video on their own blog, and then I'll be sending traffic back to everyone's blog. So if you can imagine your blog and me sending people to your blog during this whole, just the contest part, not the actual promotion part, people watching your video. And then of course, if they click your link, as I'm sending traffic to your blog, if you've got a link that goes back to Maximum Leverage in some way, shape, or form, now you're cooking that person with your own social proof. When we move forward, what I'll do is I'll be creating a page on my own blog where I'll get all the videos and we'll have those for use in the promotional phase at the end. So here's all the success stories that have happened from Maximum Leverage, and it's closing its doors forever to new enrollments. Clearly, this is an opportunity you shouldn't miss out on, you see? So this is going to be very powerful. at the end of the day. Um, there's one other thing I wanted to share about that process. Oh, here's something that we haven't done also in terms of the contest and this whole blowout. Maximum leverage is literally like a library. So what I'll be doing during the period where people are submitting their own case studies and breakthroughs, transparently like we do, is every day I'm going to be taking one of my favorite trainings from inside of the inner circle and making that available for that day for free to anyone who wants to take a look at it. So, for instance, day one, I might say, okay, today, you know how this works. And in the same light, I'm asking you to share transparently. Let me share one of my favorite trainings with you right now. We have a training called Solo Ad Secrets, and people pay $200 for this training. Well, for today only, so you can see and get a real feel for what maximum leverage is like, I'm going to let you view that entire training for absolutely free. Go over to the website. We've made the access open so you can just go in there and watch the entire training and get results, because I really want you to feel what makes this different as all this stuff is going on. So there'll be so much value in social proof and all sorts of crazy things going on that I think once we open the door for enrollment, it'll be a really big sort of a thing. And I want all you guys to play with me. So with that being said, let me come back over here to Facebook and see what you guys think. Then I want to give you a couple options here in terms of awesome, great. So yeah, so guys, does that all make sense? Oh man, always something to click on. Let me go back here. So with all that I've said, does all that make sense? And what do you think? Are you ready to play all out? So if you've got questions, does it make sense? Let me know what you guys are thinking. If you guys can come in here into the group and share what you're thinking, that way I can see it really easy. I'd love to get your feedback. Now, in terms of commissions, there's two ways that we can do that. I'm thinking about that we can do commissions. Number one, I can give you guys 51% on one level, where on the 997. And then, of course, we've got our license rights OTO on the back end, which is $1,000 to $2,000, depending on which option people take, which will also bump to 50%, 51% for you guys. Or what we can do, as we're getting feedback here, is I can do a 2-tier commission for this final blowout and give you guys 40% on level 1 and 20% on level 2. So then as we really get this out and get people involved, you'll be profiting with the most leverage. So the math on that in the first version would be about $500 per commission on the front end, up to $1,000 with the OTO. So up to $1,500 per customer potential. In the second option, the math is a lot more, it's more exciting because there's different ways to make money and with other people kind of doing the work in the enrollment process. And with that process, the total commissions per customer would be 60%. So 600 plus 1,200. So about $1,800 in commission. But there's first level 40% and 20% on the second level. So I can go either way, but I wanted to throw that out to you guys to see which option you like more. If we go with the second option, then I can tie into this whole process and I'll explain it on the webinar tomorrow. If this is what you guys want to do, where we can really make this go viral, because we can say, hey, as you enroll and play this game with us, guess what? When we open the window for maximum leverage for the lifetime membership, if you spread the word, you can get paid 40% on the first level. And just by getting other folks into the mix, then they can also if they make a sale, you'll get an additional 20%. So that way it can really go viral. We can get people enrolling into the partner program and really kick this sucker off. So, yeah, guys, thanks for the feedback here, by the way. Checking it out. We still got 147 people. Mark is ready to play all out. Awesome. Alicia, ready to play all out. Awesome. Sally, thank you. Aisha, thank you. I love it, man. Luis, man, I'm proud of you. I'm watching. I'm watching what you guys are doing. Awesome, awesome, cool. All right, so David likes a 2 tier. Stacy likes 2 tiers. Excuse me. Alexander's ready to play all out. Cheryl, Dale, Joel. Joel, good to see you. Lisa, good to see you. Adam, let's see here. Looking for names I know and names I don't know. John, good to see you. So, guys, John Carter up here came to one of our invisible funnel workshops. And I meet this guy and he's telling me a little bit about his story. And the community is just awesome of the people that we have here. And John was a Green Beret, and him just sharing some of the stories of what he had to go through to become a Green Beret was just ridiculous. So don't be surprised if I catch him and interview him, because the sort of determination it takes to do that is like nothing else I've ever heard. So we've just got some really great people here in the community. So Stacy saying 2 tiers. Yep. So I've already got an email and everything set up. So let me see here. So I was going to send this out to y'all afterwards. Here's the email that I got. You guys can clearly change it up in any way, shape, or form. I was going to send this to everyone after we get off the line here. I couldn't believe these are just different subject lines you can use. So you can use those or change it up. Going out of business. Let me show you guys this. This is actually very interesting as a headline. This is my old AWeber list, okay? I haven't had a new lead come onto this list in, I think, 4 years, maybe 5 years now. 4 or 5 years, because 2008 was when we were doing CPA stuff. So 2008. And so slowly, this list has been growing in a negative way. This list was probably about 150, 160,000 people at one time. And on an average email, we might get 60, 50 to, 70 or 80 clicks. But boom, going out of business. In fact, let me just give you guys this. This is actually maybe a good headline just to give you guys to model and use your own. Yeah, this one's definitely better. This sort of a headline, man, clicks like crazy. That way outside of the norm. So I'll give this one a little star. My favorite. Or you guys know. So just seeing the stats, you saw that from that little list. What's that? Almost, if we're thinking 80 is an average, 80, 16, 24, more than 3x the normal click-through rate from that sort of a headline. So going out of business, people, they like that. They're interested in it. They want to see what it's all about. So yeah, Mark, I'm going to get this email out to you guys. And so it's already kind of crafted there for you. It's probably got my patented, every single time a gross grammatical error stuff going on. So if you guys like that stuff, you can use my errors. If not, you can correct them. But yeah, I'll get this out to everyone in just a moment, or as soon as we get off of here. And all right, 2 tiers. So everyone's rolling with 2 tiers. Cool. That gives me something else to talk about. Tomorrow on the event. And I just have to engineer things a little bit differently. I like it. All right, cool. We'll go with 2 tiers, 40, 60, 40 and 20. So you guys get the lion's share and some leverage money from other folks. So we will rock with that. That's the deal, though, guys. So that's all I got to share this week. Every time we do one of these case study contests, we do it American Idol style. It's the most fun week. There's so many success stories and breakthroughs that I don't know how to find any other way. So I learned so much. I get to it's one of the most fun weeks of the year as it relates to this business. And it just creates such goodwill and such value and social proof that when the doors do open, it's just people been, it's time to go. So I feel it will be a very good couple of weeks for all of us. So that is the dealio. Any questions? Don't want to keep you guys too long on this beautiful Sunday night. Let me make sure I can get everyone in here. All righty. No questions. We're good to go. Big Steve, I got your email, man. Seeing all the nice things that folks have sent me about the business and what's going on right now is just inspiring. So, Steve, I got your email. Thank you, man. And let me know, man. Steve is about the best arm wrestler I've ever seen. He was at the Live the Dream event with me. I think we were in the Orlando one, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been the first one. No, it was the Orlando one, definitely. And he was in the bar just arm wrestling people and just housing these young kids. I was too scared. I didn't want any piece of them. So Steve's masterminding the idea of creating a strength training business. And it all came from just a little conversation we had when we were sitting there at that event. So if you guys are going to be there, by the way, in Dallas for Live the Dream 3, I look forward to seeing you. And we'll probably have all this stuff in full effect as as I'm down there. So I'll try to get some real live action videos going for the good buzz. All righty. So, questions? Yeah. So, Kareem, I'll explain the details of how the contests work impeccably tomorrow. Basically, all it is just share your biggest maximum leverage breakthrough, and that you had. Pop it on YouTube, put it on your blog, and then as I collect them, I'll be sending people to look at your breakthrough on your website, right? And so that's pretty much it. Then at the end, what happens is there's one day that takes the longest. That's when we get all these videos and we have to do the hard work of choosing who's going to be the top, who's going to be number one, or in the top 10 or so that when we let the entire group vote, we do it American Idol style. Everyone on the list gets a chance to participate and vote on which breakthrough they think is the best. Um, then the audience chooses the winner, and the winner gets a cool prize. Oh, here's one thing I did not share, but I want to make sure you guys know. In the contest, what the top prize will be it will likely be the opportunity to run an in-house ad with our house list. Right now, we sell those for $7,500. So that's hugely valuable real estate. And so what I'm going to do for partners once we get this thing rolling is say the same thing. The part in terms of a contest, I'll keep it simple. Any partner that gets a sale will get the opportunity to come to the maximum leverage event as a bonus. But on top of that, the top partner will get one of those in-house list ads. So that's a $7,500 value. People, and it's worth it. People make money. And so cool prizes that work in line with helping you build your business. But yeah, that's how the contest works. Whatever your biggest breakthrough is, you share it, put it on your blog, put it on YouTube, then put it on your blog, keep it under 3 minutes. I take that link, share it with the community. Last day, we whittle the number down to 10, the top 10, send those links out to the audience. They have 24 hours to choose the winner. The winner is announced, and the next day we open the window for enrollment into lifetime maximum leverage for the very last time. Then we shut the doors for good. That's how it goes. So we want fresh videos, my friend. 2-tier. All right, so 2-tier. Option 2 is definitely the winner for a lot of folks here. Awesome. Cool. So cool prizes. Everyone that brings a lifetime member in gets a free ticket to our event. our maximum leverage send off event. We'll do 2 tiers. We'll get things started tomorrow, and I'll get you guys this link to get people to the webinar tomorrow. With 1,000 people registered, I would think that we might have 400 or 500 people show up. So I'm really looking forward to if we can get this to 1,800, 2,000, maybe even 3,000. Who knows what kind of damage we can do? But that'll kind of really pack the house and make for some awesome magic. So that's the dealie. That's the dealie. So Tom, there's always new content that's added. And Tom, if you're not a member of Maximum Leverage, you haven't had any of the content. So there's 2 good reasons to definitely go through. So are you guys able to offer bonuses? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't I don't see why I would say don't add additional value for people. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so let's see. All right, let's do it. Ready, break. All right, guys, thanks for your time tonight. Wanted to keep it short, so we're at 30. We're going to shut it off right now. Expect an email from me in the next 30 minutes or so with the invite for tomorrow's event email. And I might get a couple more swipes out to you guys tomorrow as well. And I'll make the other appropriate changes and all that sort of good stuff. So details, details, details. I'll get this recording set up and out to everyone tomorrow. And looks like it's time for some fun. So, guys, thanks so much. Enjoy your Sunday evening, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. North, good to see you, my friend.